Next up, we have Derek DeFeo from Better Qualified. Derek is a native of Yorktown for all of his life, it appears. But since 2010, he's been throughout the real estate industry, and now he's the regional manager for Better Qualified. They cover Westchester, Putnam, and Dutchess County. Let's see here. What else can I say? I don't know what else I can say. No, I can say a bunch of stuff, but Better Qualified has been in business for 10 plus years and has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They always offer 100% money back guarantee. And Derek has a proven track record of success. His knowledge and compassion for his clients is a guarantee your experience of working with Derek will be a positive one. So without any further ado, Derek DeFeo with Better Qualified and credit discussion.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking time out to come today. Again, I'm Derek with Better Qualified. I'm here to talk to you about credit. As you know, credit is the biggest number in your life now. You know, it's whether it's getting your dream home or landing a new job, your credit's going to be run. And if you have poor credit, none of that's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is talk to a few do's and don'ts regarding your credit so that if you haven't damaged it already, this is how you prevent it. And if you have, we do have the ability of repairing your credit so that it doesn't hurt you in the long run. By a show of hands, I want to take a look at whether it's your debit card or your credit card, who has actually signed the back of your credit card where it says sign here. That's a don't. Because 9 chances out of 10, regardless, you know, even if someone does look at it, they see that it's signed and they're going to run your card. What you want to do is you want to write CID, because what's going to happen is now if you do lose your credit card and you're making it, or someone else who's found your credit card goes to make a purchase, it's going to say CID. Obviously, the ID is not going to match. They're not going to be able to make an illegal transaction. So those who do have it, that wrote their name, cross it out and write CID. So that's the number one don't to do. CID. CID, like ask for IDs, CID, not the letter C. Closer. And the next obvious one is don't max out your credit cards. You know, it is a big don't. You know, some people might max out their credit cards, pay it off. Just don't max out your credit cards, because that increases your more debt ratio, and the higher your debt owed, the lower you're going to see your credit score drop dramatically. And don't bite off more than you could chew. You know, think you're landing a new job or whatever the case may be. Don't apply for multiple loans, whether it's a car loan, auto loan, credit card loan. Don't try to take up more debt or more loans than you're going to be able to pay back, because if you can't pay them back, you're going to fall late on your payments, and that's going to also negatively affect your credit score. So what I'm going to do is now go over the do's. Regularly monitor your credit. You know, even if you think you're making payments on time, you're going to want to check your credit score regularly, because you never know if you become a victim of identity theft. So what you want to see is make sure that there's no loans that you have, you know, a loan out of Texas and you live in New York. You want to make sure that type of stuff isn't happening, because, again, if you're not monitoring your credit, you're not going to know this. And, again, you're going to see your credit score drop. What Better Qualified does is we do offer credit monitoring. And what I'm going to do at the end of this, I'm going to have all of you fill out a form. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a raffle to pick out someone, and the winner will have identity theft protection for an entire year. And that's credit analysis, credit monitoring. So we'll take care of you for an entire year. So please stay to the end. Stay current on all your accounts. Again, when you fall late or delinquent on payments, they stay on your credit score, and they do bring it down. So as long as you stay on top of your credit cards, auto loans, whatever the case may be, as long as you stay on top of it and make your payments on time, you won't have a problem with your credit score. This is another misconception here, is keeping old accounts open. Some people find credit cards that they haven't used in 2 years that aren't expired yet, so what they do is they go ahead and they call and they cancel them. Don't cancel them, because if you cancel them, canceling accounts, open accounts, will actually bring your credit score down. So what you want to do is you want to keep them open. Even if you just go to the store, buy a gallon of milk, or put a couple gallons of gas in your tank, pay that off at the end of the month. Even if it's $5, it shows activity on it. Because also, if you don't make any, or if you don't use any charges on the credit card, your credit card bureau may actually cancel that credit card as well. And when accounts get canceled, whether it's you or them, you will see your credit score drop. So credit cards that are open for 2 years without any activity, go out tonight, buy a drink at the bar, go put some gas in the tank, keep it open, and that will also help your score. And
Sir, when you're saying that it's gonna bring down your score, how much are we talking?
It varies. It depends on how much credit or how much credit line you have on all your cards already. Because if you have a 2,000 line on your credit score and it cancels out and it brings you have a line of credit from all your credit cards from 10,000 to 8,000, and now your debt ratio could go up 20 to 40%. Again, it depends on your debt to income rate or debt to credit line ratio. So it all depends. But it can be, if you're looking to get a mortgage where, Movement Mortgage, they take as low as a 650. It brings your score down from, say, a 660 down to a 640. It brings it low enough where now you're not going to get approved for a mortgage. And that's only 20 points, but it depends on what you're looking for. And establish various types of credit. Get an auto loan, get a mortgage, get credit cards, make sure that, and then it shows the bureaus that you're able to make different payments on different types of line of credit. So don't just have a mortgage and that's it. Don't just have one credit card. That's it. Make sure you have various types of credit and just continue making payments on time, and you'll all be good and your credit score will be well. Again, these are your do's and don'ts if you haven't damaged your credit score yet. But what I can do is, and again, because, with a lot of people, credit is a very sensitive subject. So I'm not going to ask personal questions. I'm just, if you do have a more personal question, I will be happy to talk to you at the end of this. If you feel that your credit score has slipped out of your hands because life happens, deaths in the family, divorce, these are things that do hurt people's credit. So there's nothing to be ashamed about, but I'm willing to talk to you at the end of the night, or even leave you my phone number and call me at any time so we could get you on the right track again. Thank you very much.